Hey, welcome back, everyone. I'm Thomas Brooks with Praxis, and we're just having some real estate talk. Another topic that came up earlier today was new construction, and I'm gonna tell you why it came up. Lately, we've been putting in offers for homes, and I would say over the last month or so, out of five offers, four of them have been where there's been multiple people offering on the exact same house at the exact same time that we're making an offer. And we've won some, we we didn't get a couple. So and you find out how it works is you put in your offer, and most buyers go through the same thing, and I'm not calling anybody out in particular, but you see a price on the house online. You see a house and they have a price. Let's say they have 150,000 on as a price on this house, right? And you get in there, everybody got this inner I'm gonna get me a better deal, going on the inside, deep down inside. You got to have the best deal. So you come to me and you say you think they'll take 135, and my answer to you in most cases, you never know until you ask. But uh, that doesn't really go down when they have multiple offers, because if that home is something that you really want and that's the one you want, in most cases you done searched online, you've looked at hundreds of houses online. You and I, or you and one of my agents, have gone out to the home, and you've seen, four or five different homes, and you finally found that perfect house. And so you want to get it, but you want to get it at the best price. I understand that. So you do want to, maybe your strategy may be to offer less than what they're asking for the house, just to see if they'll take it, or just to see what the counter is going to be. But the whole game get flipped when you have two or three people bidding on that same house, because the first response you're going to get is there are multiple bidders for this home. There are multiple buyers for this home. Please send your highest and best offer. Now, and best is the key part in that statement. Your highest is important too, but like, sometimes people put contingencies in offers that will make your offer less desirable. So, and we're not going to talk about that. Basically, we're going to get back into new construction. I got off on a tangent, but the reason why new construction came up is because this person has been in multiple buyer situations. Not with me. They were with another agent, and they've severed ties, and now they're coming over to me, and they were explaining how they've been in multiple buyer situations, and now they want to start maybe considering a new construction. So we got the new construction coming. So I want to just lay out some pros and cons of a new construction for all the people who are thinking about buying a home, and maybe you just want a house to fit you, and you want to go maybe test the waters on a new construction. We're going to lay out some of the pros and cons for it. So the first pro: you get into a brand new house and it's clean. No one has ever lived in it before. You got new sod, you got new appliances. You know, everything in the house is new. Everything is under warranty with our builders that we have here on the Gulf Coast. So that's one of the pros of moving into a new construction. In addition to that, you're able to customize the home to the things that you like. You get the cabinets that you like. You get the shower unit that you like. You get the flooring that you like. You can do all those things. You even can get the model of the home that you like. Now, in that, if you move into one of the subdivisions and they only build certain models, you get the model that you like of the models that they build. Um, if you want a custom build, you probably building it on your own property, and then you can get, all bets are off. Then you can get whatever you want because you're paying for it. Um, Sometimes they're limited in options, and that can be a pro, believe it or not, because in that custom build that we talked about, that we mentioned just a few seconds ago, you have to pick out everything. I mean, what kind of doorknob do you want in the closet in the guest bedroom is something that you have to make a decision on. Well, if you live in a subdivision, like some of that stuff is pre-selected and it's just going into the house. And you get to pick the things that are typically what buyers want to focus on: flooring, cabinets, appliances, the bathroom, shower units, vanities, that type stuff. Um, the but in a total custom build, you pick out everything. Okay, you don't get to push that off on the builder because he don't want to put something in the house that you just don't like. So they ask you what you want. So you spend a lot of times in building supply stores and appliance centers and places like that, picking out the perfect items. Um, your home is going to be energy efficient when you buy a new home. If you buy a home built in 2020, uh, that thing is going to be very energy efficient, especially when you compare it to a house that hadn't been remodeled and maybe it was built in 1995. You know, its installation is a lot better. The heating and AC units are way more energy efficient. So your monthly cost on your heating and cooling bill will be relatively low. And so, and those are some of the pros into buying a new construction. You get what you want. No one else has lived in there. If you can do have the option between a totally custom build on your own property or you move in a subdivision, you still get a lot of options, but you don't have to worry about, you know, the doorknob in the guest bedroom closet. And it's going to be energy efficient. Now, some of the cons: all builders aren't created equal. Okay, even down here, we got some fantastic builders here on the Mississippi Gulf Coast, but some are better than others. And what's better may depend on you, what's important to you. And we're not going to call out any builders in particular. If you want to talk more about what one builder does versus another, you can contact me personally and we can sit down and we can talk about it. If you're in the market of a home, I don't bash any particular builder, but I do tell the truth. All right. So another thing is, um, if you get a totally new construction, like a totally custom home, then one of the cons could be it can become overwhelming with all the decisions you have to make. Some people will contract out a contractor. Like they will pay somebody who does contracting work to kind of be the 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 person that oversee all the contractors that are working on the project. And that's quite common. And because it becomes overwhelming, but you know, others are able to tackle the task themselves. But picking out every single thing that goes into a house, there's a lot of things that go into a house, and it can become a very uh, tough task to do that. And and the next thing, the con, is if you buy a pre-existing home, you go in and you're able to negotiate pretty easily in most cases. In some cases, we talked about earlier tonight, in multiple, when you have multiple buyers, you know, the seller's at the advantage most of the time. But when you go into new construction, especially in a subdivision, you know, they don't come down off their price a lot. If they got on the sign, you know, houses in the 140s, you can be sure that you're probably going to pay in the 140s. Now, what you can do is get some perks in that. So they may not come off the price. And one of the major reasons why they will not, or they would rather not come down off the price. You go in, negotiate them, and talk them down to 125. One of the main reasons why they won't do that if they've been selling houses in the subdivision for 140, they need to keep the comps at 140 something or higher, simply because they're going to build more houses and they want to sell them for 140. So if they start selling them for 125, well, guess what the houses are all of a sudden worth in that subdivision? 125. So they may not come down off the price, but for that same 140, you may be able to get some upgrades in the kitchen appliances or in the flooring or in your bathroom or something like that. So even if you're going to go out there and you're going to purchase a new construction, I would advise you to take a real estate professional with you, a real estate agent out there, and talk with the agent that's working for the builder. Understand that person who's in that model home works for the builder, and they're looking out for the best interest of the builder. So you want someone to come in that deals in this world to have your best interest at heart. Not saying that you're going to sit there and be a silent partner. No, you negotiate too. But we're all in there talking about, okay, what's available and how can we make this work where it's win-win for everyone. So take your agent out with you when you're going to look for new construction. My name is Thomas Brooks. It's been a pleasure talking with you today about new construction. I know we got in the weeds a little bit on some other things, but that's what we do. You're in my home. We're sitting back. We're talking about anything and everything to do with real estate, and sometimes it doesn't have to do with real estate. But it's been a joy talking with you. Contact me at Praxis Realty, mspraxis.com, Thomas Brooks at att.net, 228-627-0945. Contact me. That's my personal cell. I will talk to you, answer any questions. And if you want to buy a house on the Gulf Coast, I'm your guy. I'll talk with you soon.